it will keep coming up. Okay? So these are all the detail of the individual condition. Okay, we'll go through the case study of the showcase inside each of these 01 to 08. I will show you through one by one. For the first one, the initial rebound, which is the price is at the initial state, rebound within the lower band, below the lower band, below the middle band, Bollinger Band. So it started to come back. That's how we approach it as an initial. Of course, this case here, MA200 line, this is an MA200 line. It is above, but rebound took place below the middle band. We call it initial. Isn't it a stock if you were to go? You will initiate rebound from there, go through this one and carry on, isn't it? So I will tell you first, number one, initial. Okay, if this will be your preferred most of the transaction. So that was the one, earlier one is above 200. This is the one also below, but it rebound from the low side toward the middle band. It is still below middle band. So the condition of this initial rebound is below middle band. Of course, there are some combination of technical details. But simply you will understand from this aspect. It rebound, but it rebound below the middle band. We call it lower band. This is upper band, am I right? This is lower band. So it's within here. Anything is within at the lower band. Okay, this is called the initial part. So we have the case of below 200 line. This is a 200 line. Or the earlier one was above. So either or. Because we do have a stock. Go up, go back up. So it's going to get the next round. So we wanted to see something like this. So it's called initial. So what was next? 02. 02 this now confirm rebound. Sorry for the text because of the shifting of the screen. Apologize for this one. So now the stage will be actually the price get beyond middle band. To confirm, do you all agree for a stock to move up, the price has to be riding on the middle band. That is the only condition for the stock to go up. So just now you saw 01 below middle band. Now I'm telling you the second stage. I'm crossing the middle band, 02. So by reading 01, 02, 01, 02, if 01, 02 come together, what does it mean? Yeah, it propagated from here and cross up above middle band on the spot. 01 and 02. And now this is a particular case we only reported 2 because it's intraday here. It got through up. Okay? So this is a case you see 02 and 03 come together. So now once I got up above the middle band, I will be in the rebound before the uptrend. The condition is above middle band in the upper band, above middle band in the upper band, but still below 200 line. So now you got 01, you got 02, and you got 03. So all these come in order, you know that the price is moving up. By reading this one, of course you know already. Of course, just a simple click over here, you will reflect onto the chart immediately. But by reading this one, is this your interest? Just now when you read from our trading portal, it just keep popping up, but you do not know where you are exactly. Now I will tell you exactly. This one, when you come in, where is it technically? It will be enhancing you much faster in your decision making. And yet it also reported to you earlier than the daily class. Understand? Yeah. Then after got through, and now I'm crossing above the 209. Cross above 209, so I will call it as 04 as an earlier uptrend. Remember just now when you see my first graph, you saw that it's actually going up from the accumulation crossover to the markup phase. That will be the initial juncture. From the accumulation side getting crosses up. That will be the initial of the early uptrend. And isn't it any of the stock which is already far below 200, when you wanted to go up, far up, it has to cross this 200. So it will be reported as 0.4 when it crosses up 200 line. This is exactly the 200 line. All this you can set within. Of course, the triggering is within our so-called triggering systems. It will be reported as 0.4, just like this case here. Okay?
Power off.
So once you get higher than the 200, it got through and there was a pullback. Right? Like we got up the staircase, you have stepped through the short rest area. This is where the short rest area, and yet next is actually coming back. Consolidation, rebound. That's why we reported it as a pullback rebound in the stage 5. And this condition is riding above 200. Now we already go up the markup phase. Any of the ramp up, pullback, and the pullback continuous with the initial rebound. Pullback, rebound. Pullback, rebound. Later on I'll give you a summary. Then you will know. So this rebound, whatever upon this rebound, get higher into this area. So sometimes you will see probably they will have, like this case here, Chuan, you will see 125 in continuous. It was below 200. I crossed above 200. Below middle band. I crossed middle band, which is 2 months. And now it becomes 125. Pullback rebound confirmed, which is riding above 200 line. So by reading that, you can see that 125 there, you know, oh, this is the guy is on the ramp back, getting for the next ramp. So it is from here, where will be your initial short-term target? Quickly you'll think of, hey, probably you'll come back to this at the top. So that will be your momentum target. Big one. So by reading 125, you know, oh, this 125 is the one that I want. It is on the ramp, pull back the initial rebound. If it's 123, that means it's below the 200. So it's a combination. So it will be useful for you to interpret. By reading it, then you know exactly where is it in the technical positions. Okay? Of course, last but not least, the number 6, which is higher high already. It breaks our short-term high, that means it's carry on already. Like recently, you probably could have traded Chrono, Systech, or even GCE, the chocolate, which is on the high riser, keep going up. So you will see a lot of 5, 6. Like this case, if gone through the 5, then it becomes the 6 subsequently. You will carry on. So if you wanted to trade some of the stock which is on this high riser, so you will be concentrating on the 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, or 6, 6, 6 along the way. 5 is because pullback rebound. So now you have all the full set from the lower side got up to the upper. And these are all with the 06 will be reporting throughout the whole day with every 30 minutes expect of reporting if they fulfill the condition. Okay? 7, as I said, it only give you once throughout the trading day, from 9 to 5. If they fulfill, they will give you once only, the daily momentum. Some of you will say, oh, throughout the whole day, very tiring, man, to follow about 12 at least. Too many of these alerts, it might be confusing me. Fine, then you concentrate to look up for one day rule. You can see only one, just like concentrating on C for all the 07 will do. Of course, easier to access on this one. You click the loose name here, then you can sort it only, auto sort. So you got the 7, this 7 was above 200. And the 8, it is near to 200. Either slightly below or slightly above. Near. It could be slightly below or slightly above. It is near. That's why we put the name there, near to 200. Why near to 200? From accumulation to markup. Some others say, hey, this one I can hold. I wanted to have this position long for a longer period of time. then you can simply come into concentrating without all the 08. You take it for the longer trips. Okay, we can see some of the example in subsequent. What are all these 07 given to 08? Okay, for example, this case here is very near CI holding. Huh? So we have all these 01 to 08, 30 minute and the daily aspect of reporting their status. Let's take a look at some case study. Okay, it's okay. Let me correct. Whatever you see over here is 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 05, 06. So all the 01 to 06, it is how it's being reported. This is a 200 line. It always your character of transaction or trading, which is preferred to be the 01, 02, which is lower than the middle band and crosses the middle band. Then you concentrate on 01, 02 to forget about the rest of this one. But this system will at least give you the full set, whatever necessary to your favor. Pick to your behavior, pick to your style. If your style is 5, 6 goes, then you concentrate 5 and 6. If not, maybe one day Joe will sit there, hey, today I can go for ABC already. ABC is not my style, I don't like this type of stock. So now you can have the full set, you can have the full list. Pick whichever position you like. Not necessary to be here, you can do it at home, anywhere. It will keep reporting to you the technical status of it, which is your preference. And you will keep coming up. Later on when you live after 2:30 you can see. This is live now. Oh. So you will have 01, 02 below 200. Of course, once it crosses the 200 line, it becomes 04. So whatever above the 200 line, you reported at pullback, rebound, pullback, rebound, pullback, rebound. So 56, 56, 56 along the way. So once you see the position now is 04 or if car just now 12:30 crosses 200 line. If you see that, hey, if car cross up 200 line, now this is something to be a longer term, provided you plan to. But you think that I just wanted to have a short period, maybe 1 day or 2, I want to get out. Okay, you can cross. And when do we expect subsequently? But this one will keep going up until there was a pullback for the rebound. So anything above this one, if it stays above 200, you will subsequently become IFCA 56, 56, 56 along the way. You can never see 3 anymore. Huh? So if the stock that already sink down deep enough below 200, whatever on the rebound also with the 01, 02. Of course, the subsequent, when there was a pullback below this one, it will still mean as a 03. So if you see 01, 02, 03 means that this guy have gone through the middle band but still below 200. Maybe this is a long, pretty deep correction stock, or have been long down below 200 line. Until when it survive above 04, then you will have the 56, 56 along the way. So definitely one of the instance, for example, this AE Millers, that time, you have 01, 02, 03, 03, 03, until the stage at 04, then the subsequent is 05. So can you find the 01, 2, 3 in AE Millers now? No more. So what you will see is 05, 06. So when you see 5 means what? If it's AE Millers, give you 5. Buy more, yeah. Because AE Millers was pulling back, correction stage. Then after correction, it made the rebound 5. Who will tell you? Also. So the system will automatically pop. It will listed here. So isn't it today 6 times in correction? Chrono yesterday corrected, right? So today any report? So here you can't find because it doesn't make the new round. Yesterday the highest of chrono is how much? 90 cents. How high is the 6 times yesterday? 45, right? If it's today less than 45, you can't be able to see anything because it already got much higher. It's only can see about 5 and 6. So what will be waiting for 8 units for 5 later on? If you keep waiting, taking your trading activity, all of a sudden 8 units come with the 5, what does it mean to you?
Right.
Who need to talk to you or not? No, the system will alert and let you know. It simplifies a lot of your job. You don't even have to look at the chart. Because you could have been busy with the AULS or SysTech before. Only now I cash out already, I take my profit already. So in the correction stage, how long is it going to correct? 3 days, 5 days, nobody knows. But when it comes back on the rebound, pop, it will come up. You could be busy with some other stock, am I right? You forgot about SysTech, you forgot about AULS already, what? Pop, it come back here. Oh yeah, this is the one earlier you gave me some profit. So I want to continue. That's how this alert system works. Don't mistaken, this is not stock pick. But it is alerting. Alert the stock that probably you have been forgotten. And yet it come back, it alerts you. Hey, I'm coming back already, 05 now. So quickly when you see 05, I know what I'm supposed to do. If I give you the status of 04, what does it mean? You know exactly, it just crosses the line. So for a stock to move up, if you plan for a deep pocket, so-called parking for a long trip, concentrate on something for which is taking off. Of course, some other additional information, provided the 200 line is on the round bottom on the go. Means it has a round bottom through, it's getting ready for the next uprising. Those will be the technical interpretations. The beauty part is this one, it alerts you. Alert while you forgot. You could have been traded, making profit, they remind you again, and that's how it will work for you. Even they say you do your own trading at home, who is going to call you, who is going to remind you, who is going to send to you in WhatsApp? No need already, the system will tell you. Because it's live, you get the information live match from Busan. You probably could have bought, and when you bought one bit higher, your bought action will be reported here. Understand? You did it. Whatever you did, you buy it, it probably will reflect here if you created a rebound condition that fulfill inside the system. You will be the one who created this alert. Exactly. Huh? Okay? So this is something that as an example. So for example, formally in Chrono 26 July, once it break up 655 there, actually along the intraday you see all this arrow. Of course it was with the support resistance button. Then you can see the arrow. That's how actually you get out. Of course during 10 you click this one, click over here, you will see whatever over the 30-minute and the daily chart. So from here you can actually explicitly understand, hey, what is this technical position? So you click on the 5 and you can do your action immediately. Only one fallback here. When I click this one, it don't show on both sides at one go. You have to manually do this 30 minutes. If it's 30 minutes, it will show 30 minutes. Of course, you understand the green window, right? Then you want to see daily over here, you have to shift your green window here. Click daily. This is the manual part. Unless maybe in future we can be able to upgrade it. One button click, you can see 30 minutes and daily live. That will be very much convenient. Of course, that will be a user-friendly part. Okay? So it's one of these example. It could be earlier. If it's by daily, it will be later. So this one only show you the 5 and the 6 because it was in the 5 status and continue into the breakup become the 6. So it will be reported as 5 and 6. You see? 12, 14, 5. 4 o'clock become a 6 already. So it means it was a continuation reported. Okay, this is another one, NCOM. Okay, NCOM, it was reported as an initial rebound. 30-minute resistance breakup on the daily and also 30-minute during at 3:30 here. So the 30-minute are earlier than the daily plus. So the daily reported to us at 2:56. The 30-minute reported to us as an initial rebound 10:02. So reflected here. So upon this rebound intraday, 7:95 is the one reported as the 30-minute initial rebound. So you could have participated. If you see from the daily chart and the 30-minute together, what are all these technical? Can you understand the MACD? Just above zero, ma. How about the ADX? This is a very good juncture. So all these two will tell you go. Additionally, when you see this one, what was the Bollinger Band? Expand. So all these technical, when you click onto the 30-minute, you see buy. All these are buy all. Together, during that 10:02, it will tell you this is my initial rebound. So interpreted within the 30-minute daily here, what does this one? 1, 2, 3, the fourth day. Equal day. Consolidated. Now I'm on the rebound. That's why subsequently it will have carried on. Of course, you take the subsequent higher low along the way. That's how we approach. At least from this differentiation of the triggering minute to daily, from 7.95 toward the daily part will be 82 cents. What was the difference? 30-minute give you at least 3 cents difference ahead of daily alert. 3 cents with about 80 cents. Significant, just within that short period or within the day, no? So if it's a 3 cent difference, or rather 2 cent difference, how many bit? 4 bit. 4 bit, if you got 10 lot, how much? 4 bit, 2 lot, or 10 lot. This is only talking about 80 cents. So it's 10 lot is 8,000. You could have enjoyed 200, which is almost equivalent to 5%. Just for this simple goal, and with this early triggering, that's how we distinguish from the daily, which probably some other broker could have had it, because this is originally the daily was from the chart nexus. Some other they could have had it, and now we have this 30-minute. It's only with Miracle Security and plus. We could be earlier. 9x, the same example, 9x, which have actually triggered over the daily and the 30-minute here. So the triggering point would be at from 106 to 109, which is also about 3 cent difference. These are all the showcase of the example, how we could be earlier in the sense of the 30-minute triggering versus the daily triggering. Remember, our monitoring is in 30 minutes. Our strategy approaches is within 30 minutes, which none of the broker have it now, only initiated from 10+. So if you have approaches with the IWC